this stopped and this was still correcting to zero to let us know.
Exactly. So there's always more than one way to do it. So this next maneuver is 10 o'clock. All right, so we got a few minutes. This next maneuver is steep turns. All right?
Okay.
So with steep turns, you want to bank about 45 degrees, and you're going to do two full turns, a full left turn and a full right turn. And you're going to level off in between. All right, let's go up to 3,000 for it real quick. So basically the name of the game is you're going to bank 45 degrees, make a full 360, and you're not going to lose any altitude. All right, easier said than done. 99% of the people that fail this maneuver, it's on the initial roll because they don't watch their nose. Watching your nose is the key to this maneuver. If you don't let your nose drop, you're not going to lose altitude.
Do they care if you come up?
Yes.
So you do have to maintain.
You have to maintain altitude throughout the whole turn. So steep turn is also called the maximum performance turn. Basically, you're just demonstrating that you can get to these higher maximum performance like G-forces and still control the plane. These are all control maneuvers to demonstrate that you can, just like slow flight was to demonstrate that you can control the airplane through the whole speed regime. This is to demonstrate that you can control the airplane through the whole bank regime as well. So we're going to start on a given heading. This is about 260. I like to pick an outside reference to remember. So as I'm looking outside, I can say, oh, the smokestacks are 88. That's why I need to level out. All right. So what we're going to do, you want to start about 90 knots, 2,300 RPM, kind of our standard entry to all the maneuvers. All right. And I'm going to roll 45, and I'm going to bump the power up about 100 RPM. All right. And that 100 RPM is going to kind of help the airplane settle. The big thing I want you to notice is as I roll, I'm using aileron and rudder, a nice coordinated roll, and I'm keeping the nose on the horizon. Like that. So added a little bit of power. There's about 45 degrees bank. And it's just about keeping your eye on the nose, making sure it doesn't dip down. And you can kind of see like a little pizza slice shape forming between the panel and the horizon.
Right.
You always want to keep about that pizza slice shape as you go all the way through. Now I'm coming around, I'm looking for my target outside. So there's my smokestacks, and I'm going to roll level and bring the power back at the same time. All right. And now I'm going to look to the right, and I'm going to do one to the right. So adding my power, aileron and rudder, nice coordinated roll.
Circling or spiraling, simulated engine failure.
A little more power. Right about there, right about that kind of bank. And so I'm just moving the nose either just above or below the horizon to make this work. So I'm not really modulating power, and the more I bank, the harder I have to pull back to keep level.
Okay, wow, you can really feel that.
Yep. As you get to like 60 degrees, the amount of G-force goes up exponentially. Feel that bump?
Yeah.
That was our wake when we started.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. So if you do a good steep turn, you'll hit your wake on the way back.
Oh.
All right. So you want to try it?
Sure.
All right. Your controls.
Okay, my controls.
There you go. So I already got the power in, so you can just start the bank. And focus on keeping that nose right on the horizon. A little more bank. There you go. Don't let that nose drop. Keep pulling back. Pull back. Pull back more. A little less bank. Pull back more. There you go, bank's good.
Joliet traffic.
There you go. Keep that nose up just a little bit more. A little more bank.
Runway Joliet.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, it's good.
You make it look too fucking easy, Ron.
Easier said than done. There's your smokestack, so power back, level out, keep your nose down. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so we're level. Now we're going to start one to the right.
Okay.
There you go. Add your coordinated roll, add a little bit of power. There you go. Keep your nose on the horizon. Nose a little high, bring your nose down. Add a little more bang. There you go. So see your nose creeped up. That's why you got that extra 100 feet.
Okay, pull back because we're coming down.
There you go, right to the horizon. So the horizon should be cutting through about the same place on the panel. There you go. A little less bank.
Just traffic.
Nose looks good. A little more bank.
Left base, runway 36 mile.
A little more bank.
Oh, I tried to roll out too
A
soon.
little early. Beautiful. There you go. There you go. Feel a little bump? That was
I
your
did
wave.
feel that, but yeah, I tried to roll out too soon.
Right.
Because I saw 88 and it just, I was like, all right, roll out. And
Yep. That's one of the common mistakes, is just rolling out a little bit early. But that's why I practice it. All right. So that's steep turns.
fine.
All right. You ready to head back?
Sure.
All right. So DeKalb's in here.
Okay.
So it doesn't.
Actually, you're number 3. There's a caravan in front of me.
So let's work with a direct function on this a little bit.
Okay.
So it knows we're about 9.8 miles away from DeKalb, but it hasn't given us a course. This
Okay.
desired track was based on where we were when we started, when you put this in initially,
Okay.
to get to the middle of the airport.
Runway 6.
So all I remember is just direct, enter, enter. So direct, DeKalb, yep, that's us, enter,
Enter.
We're on GPS mode,
Okay.
so that matches with this. It says desired track is 087,
Okay.
right there. So now you're going to turn to a heading of 087.
087, so I'm going to turn.
Yep, you go left or right.
DeKalb traffic, Cessna 170 on long final for 02 DeKalb.
Oh, good, they're landing on 2 at DeKalb finally.
Oh, now we are landing on the right runway?
Yeah, finally somebody figured it out.
Runway 2, touch and go.
Okay.
So it looks like, see, your course is off to the left, that initial course line it drew. So to get your course, you just have to fly in the direction of the needle. So try about a 060 heading.
Inbound DeKalb.
And so then as the needle comes in, then you're going to go back to this initial heading. So you can see there's your course, and there's you.
Okay. You want to be on the magenta line?
Yep, on the magenta. So you can make it as aggressive as you want. You can go to about a 030 heading if you want.
DeKalb traffic, pipe Russia 4335 kilo. On final, runway 2, touch and go, number 2, DeKalb.
Man, I really fucking suck, Ron. Like, I'm just going to be stuck making Nicole's radio calls.
She's going to be the captain.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm coming over. I'm coming over.
So you can see the needles very slowly starting to move.
Right.
That's kind of your indication, okay, I need to start creeping back over to the 078 heading.
Orbiting about 2 miles east of the field, 2,300, Julia.
And as you're doing that, I'm going to listen to the weather, see what's going on there.
40 at 4, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 1 Celsius, dew point -1, altimeter 3020.
All right, 3020, that looks about right. One's out of the north still. All right,
Okay, I got to creep over because we're getting close to it.
there you go. So how far away from DeKalb are we?
8 miles.
Yep, exactly. You can see your ground speed's 100 knots. So we're not at 100 knots yet, so we have a little bit of a tailwind. That's how you can kind of guess what the winds are.
389, 10 miles to the northeast.
All right.
Okay. I'm not quite on the line yet.